What was there before the beginning? Imagine, just for a moment, standing at the very edge of a cliff, not of rock and sea, but of time itself. Behind you is everything we know. Every star, every galaxy, every planet, every moment of human history, stretching back 13.8 billion years. And in front of you there is, what? A void? An endless sea of possibilities? Nothing at all? This is truly the grand puzzle that confronts us when we consider the origin of our universe. The Big Bang wasn't an explosion in space, it was actually the beginning of space. It was the moment that time itself began to tick. So asking what came before the Big Bang is kind of like asking what is north of the North Pole. It's a question that seems to break the rules of our reality. For centuries, this question belonged to philosophers and theologians. But today, armed with the incredible tools of modern cosmology and physics, we can begin to approach it. One of the most mind-bending ideas that physicists grapple with is the possibility that the universe genuinely emerged from nothing. Now, when we say nothing, we don't mean empty space. Empty space is still something. It has properties and laws, energy bubbling in and out. The nothing we mean is far more fundamental. Absence of space, absence of time, absence of matter, absence of physical law. It is a state of non-existence. What if the Big Bang wasn't a beginning at all, but rather a moment of transition? This is the central idea behind the Big Bounce theory. Perhaps the most dramatic and mind-expanding possibility is that our Big Bang was not a unique event. It may have been just one of many, maybe even an infinite number of beginnings. This is the concept of the multiverse. Imagine a pot of boiling water. As the water heats up, bubbles form and expand. The multiverse could be like that, a higher dimensional space where new bubble universes constantly inflate into existence, each with its own Big Bang. A truly profound idea. Championed by brilliant minds like Stephen Hawking, suggests that asking what came before the Big Bang is the wrong question entirely. It's like asking what is south of the South Pole. There is no such thing. In the same way, the concept of before may cease to be meaningful at the Big Bang because that is the moment that time itself came into existence. The journey to understand what came before the Big Bang is not just about finding the right answer. It's about the process of science itself. It's about having the intellectual courage to ask, what if? Even when the questions seem impossible to answer. Every great leap in our understanding of the cosmos began with such a question. What if the Earth is not the center of the universe? What if gravity is not a force, but a curvature of space-time? Today, the question of our cosmic origins is doing the same thing. This pursuit forces us to work at the absolute limits of our knowledge. So where does this leave us? Standing on our small planet, spinning through the silent darkness of space. We are left with a profound sense of wonder. Whether our universe is the first and only, a single bubble in a cosmic foam, the latest in an eternal cycle of bounces, the story is magnificent. Each possibility forces us to expand our perspective, to see ourselves not just as inhabitants of a planet, but as citizens of the cosmos. To ask about the time before the Big Bang is to ask about our ultimate roots, to trace our lineage back not just through generations of ancestors, but through generations of stars, all the way back to the primordial fire of creation itself. This curiosity is not a trivial pursuit. It is essential to who we are. It inspires us to be more than we are, to look beyond our immediate concerns and connect with something vast and timeless. When we contemplate the origins of the universe, our own problems and divisions can seem so small. The cosmos invites us to see the world with a sense of perspective and humility. We are the product of 13.8 billion years of cosmic evolution. The atoms in our bodies were forged in the hearts of dying stars. We are, in the most literal sense, stardust. And we are the part of the universe that has evolved the ability to look back and wonder where it all came from. This is a story that we are all a part of. You don't need to be a physicist with a blackboard full of equations to feel the awe. You just need to look up at the night sky and allow yourself to wonder. That simple act connects you to every human who has ever lived and asked the same questions. So I invite you to keep asking, keep being curious. Read, learn, and look up. The universe is the most beautiful and complex thing we have ever discovered, and the greatest adventure is our ongoing attempt to understand it. We may never know for certain what existed before the Big Bang, or if before even has any meaning, but we will never stop asking the question. And in that relentless, hopeful, and courageous questioning, we find our own very special place among the stars. The shocking truth might be that the most important thing is not finding the answer, but the wonder we feel along the way.